This is Morten here, and good morning, John. We are here almost live with our PreDrupa 2024, the last in the series. So, how are you? I guess that you're a little bit stressed, maybe.
Just a little bit. It's only 2 weeks to go now, so yeah, a lot of big team working really hard to pull it together. But we're very excited, that's for sure. It's been 8 long years, really, since the industry gathered at Drupa, and I know there's a lot of people very excited about the opportunity to meet again. And I think there's going to be a real spirit of celebration at the place, and the fact that the event is taking place itself is a real sign of how resilient our industry is. And I think that that's absolutely wonderful. I mean, for Ricoh's standpoint, of course, we're very much looking forward to it. We're going to put on something, I think, that will really demonstrate what we're about. So it's a chance for us to engage with the biggest audience of all and really underline our commitment to our clients' success, our partnership ethos, which is really something that we hold very dearly, but also some of the other key areas of our proposition, which is around innovation and transformation. So yeah, we're very excited, very excited.
I can't help think about, because I think it was one of your colleagues that mentioned to me that, I mean, we always talk about like the big players as they have always been around, but for Ricoh, I think it's only the second or the third time that you exhibit at Drupa, right?
It's actually I think, fourth time. Indeed.
Fourth
yes,
time, okay.
Exactly.
But it is in the newer end.
Yeah,
least,
exactly.
Right?
But the original one, I think, was fairly modest in scale. It was perhaps only Drupa 2012 and 2016 that we were really able to show how serious we are and what a major player we had become. So in a sense, you could call it our third.
But I was just about to say, because I mean, you say that yourself, but I mean, Ricoh is, I mean, absolutely one of the most important players in the field right now. Sometimes working for Ricoh, it must be like, wow, we did that in only like less than 10, 15 years, right? It must be quite amazing.
Yeah,
from time
exactly.
To think
So
of, right?
I can think back to when I first started, which was about 12 years ago. At that point, we very much were the new entrants, new kids on the block. Big ambition, strong aspirations to really challenge the established hierarchy, the big players. And within a few short years, we absolutely have. We've expanded our range beyond all recognition, and also the breadth of our services and capabilities. It's a complete sea change. It really bears little resemblance to what we were able to offer back around 2010 time.
So, I mean, when you decided to go to Drupa this time, after, as you said, 8 long years, where, I mean, Ricoh has developed enormously also without a Drupa. Are you still like, I mean, you mentioned a little bit about before, but when you think of Drupa and what you think of how that will help you to the next level, what are your hopes for Drupa in that perspective?
Well, it wasn't a really tough decision for us to attend. We felt that this was a unique opportunity to really enable people to see and understand and see at firsthand exactly what we're doing, what we're offering. So, for example, we've updated, almost completely refreshed our core production printing hardware range. So this is an opportunity for people to see, for example, the famous Dragon, the Pro Z75. This is the world's first B2 Plus inkjet sheet-fed device using aqueous ink with auto-perfecting. First time it's going to be seen anywhere in Europe publicly. Also, even newer is our new flagship high-speed inkjet Webfed device, the Pro VC80000. This is its global debut. But not only those two, we've refreshed our color range. So our two top-of-the-line sheet-fed toner-based devices, the Pro 9500 and the Pro Z7500, the famous 5-color device, the Jaguar, as many people know it. Those are going to be there. So we've really refreshed and upgraded our core production printing devices literally over the course of the last 6 months or so. So it's an unprecedented opportunity for people to see all of these together. And not only that, I probably should say,
mm-hmm.
what we really want to do is to create a memorable experience, because there's going to be some incredible technology on the stand. But what we want to do also, putting it simplistically, is give people a good time. So we've been working hard on creating some aspects of what we're going to offer that I think are going to be truly unique. So we have at the heart of our stand what we call the House of Hinkaku, which is a theatre. And we're going to be running multiple times every day a spectacular, immersive, multisensory show that I think is going to be like nothing else that anyone else is going to see at Drupa.
Wow.
It's very much about how we can and have helped our clients and our partners transform their businesses. But it really is quite remarkable, and I think that no one's really going to miss that. So we put a lot of store and effort into making it an incredible and memorable experience. So it's not just about getting to grips with the hardware and the software. That's important, but we really wanted to show that Ricoh, we like to do things a bit differently. I think you know that, Morten.
I can't help think about John, because Hinkaku, you have used that expression for a long time, and for us non-Japanese, what does it mean?
Yeah, Hinkaku, exactly. Well, it means transformational innovation. So it's not incremental innovation or a little bit of innovation. This is really fundamental and far-reaching change. And this is really what sums up our ethos in graphic communications, how we can bring fundamental change on behalf of our clients, whichever segment they operate in. And these days, everybody operates in such a fast-changing, fast-paced, turbulent market and commercial climate that no one can stand still. They need to move with the times. They need to adapt and develop new technology, new ways of doing things. They need to future-proof themselves. And Hinkaku really encapsulates our philosophy around transformational innovation. And the way principally that we do this is through co-innovation. So we're not innovating on our own. Yes, we've got lots and lots of scientists and engineers and designers in Japan in labs, but we don't do it in isolation. We do it with our partners, with our clients, to develop products and solutions that meet their specific needs. So it's a collaborative affair. And I mentioned partnership at the beginning. And so co-innovation captures that idea of innovation at one hand, but doing it together, doing it in partnership with our clients and partners.
And I take that that also means that when you have that close partnership with your both from the R&D but also from the customer side, means that when you go to market with products, they are very well aligned with the needs in the market, right?
Yeah, exactly. We put great store by consultation and getting input, and we run programs and we have groups and committees, and we bring clients together in different areas, including software, where we really listen very carefully to what their issues are and the changing demands and challenges facing them to ensure that our products remain as relevant as they possibly can be for a changing world.
I don't know if you've seen that, probably didn't see, but I actually have a t-shirt on where it says art.com.
Oh, yeah, right? Okay.
And that is because I was participating as part of the launch of the Z75 with Reitoft.
Yes.
So that is their t-shirt that they sponsored to me.
Very cool.
And that was a great example, because when we were there were Japanese, I think they were from R&D that was helping setting up the last little things. And there was the Ricoh people from Europe, of course. And then you see a very happy and smiling owner of this machine, because all the anticipations and expectations for a new money beast, basically.
Indeed.
Fantastic. John, I know that you are busy as hell, because it's only, as you said, 2 weeks before we're going to Drupa. I have a last question. Maybe you can answer that very short, because you mentioned a little bit about your booth. I saw some of the 3D animations or 3D renderings you did from the booth. It seems like a fantastic booth. Am I a little bit right if I say black and purple are some of the colors we will see a lot from there? Or?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's fair to say there's a lot of love out there for this design, and we've created these sort of 3D CGI renders, and I think it's captured people's imagination, and a lot of people have certainly firmly written us into their schedules. It's a very contemporary modern space. It's quite minimalist, but it's heavily infused by Japanese influences. So our theatre structure sort of evokes the idea of a Japanese temple, and there are some calming gardens in there as well,
Oh,
and bright use of certain accent colours, including pink and purple, and of course neon. I think Ricoh has become synonymous with neon due to
of
our
course,
five
yeah.
colour
Of
capabilities. So
course.
it's going to be quite special, I think. We're looking forward to welcoming many, many people and just showing them what we can do for them.
Maybe you should consider another change also at your servings, because I mean, when you go to Drupa, it's also about the beers and the sausages. Maybe you should serve green tea on your booth, right?
There is going to be a little bit of a Japanese flavour, yes. Don't worry about
Okay,
that.
fantastic. Thank you very much for your time here, and thank you for participating in our last PreDrupa event. It was super nice to see you, John, and see you in a couple of weeks
Likewise.
in
Looking forward
Düsseldorf.
to it, Morten.
Thank you. Bye bye.